excited to see it go up.
Something you don't see every day created a bit of a buzz in Coon Rapids on Wednesday morning.
They're raising the bowl up the shaft today.
One giant bowl that will hold 1 million gallons of water, slowly making its way from the ground to the sky, thanks to 24 steel cables.
The cables are hooked up on the stanchions at the top and the bottom, and the cables are drawing the tank up. As the tank's getting raised, they're cutting off the excess cable approximately every 5 to 6 feet and removing that until they get it to the top.
This is the city's first composite water tower. The shaft is all concrete, so only the bowl will be painted, which means less maintenance costs in the future.
First they'll sandblast, and then they do a prime coat, an intermediate, and then a top finish coat, and then the city logos will go on.
The new water tower near Foley and Coon Rapids Boulevards is expected to be finished by mid-November. The new tower will ensure adequate water storage for fire protection, along with the continued delivery of fresh water to residents and businesses.
I think the city has had plans for approximately 30 years to replace the Foley Boulevard Tower, and it's kind of nice to see a light at the end of the tunnel and have a new tower operational this fall.
With the twist of a fire hose, the ceremonial ribbon cutting helped mark the grand opening of the city's newest fire station this week. Local leaders and other dignitaries gathered Tuesday afternoon to celebrate the milestone. Firefighters moved into the new station on 111th Avenue earlier this year, while the finishing touches were being put on the 32,000 square foot facility.
Today we gather not just to celebrate a new building, but to honor a significant milestone in our community's commitment to the safety and well-being of its citizens and first responders. On behalf of the fire department, it is both an honor and a privilege to express our deepest gratitude for the new fire station that now stands as a beacon of progress and care.
I'd like to give special thanks to our first responders who serve our community proudly. We have many Coon Rapids staff and firefighters who are here today, and several will use this facility to do their job every day.
The new station features 6 apparatus bays, a control room and hose tower, dedicated training space, and living quarters that support firefighter health and wellness. You can check it out for yourself at the upcoming Fire Department Open House on Saturday, October 12th from 10 a.m. to noon. Enjoy station tours, refreshments, a bounce house for kids, safety demonstrations, and more.
On Monday afternoon, Alexandra House broke ground on a new project which gives a safe refuge for survivors of domestic violence and their pets.
Lioness Pet Haven is about expanding hope. It's about ensuring that no survivor has to make the impossible choice between their safety and the safety of their pets. This haven will provide a safe refuge where survivors and their pets can escape abuse together and begin their journey toward healing without the trauma of separation.
Candace Amundsen, a former program participant, became an advocate for Alexandra House to be a pet-safe shelter in honor of her beloved dog, Lioness.
I want to thank everyone who's been part of making this vision and my dream a reality. Tina and Connie, all the dedicated staff and the volunteers who believed in the mission, the donors, the supporters, the future supporters, and every single person that understood that pets are not just animals, they're family.
Plans show a pet enrichment area where participants can bring their pets to play. The project will include the renovation of 3 rooms in the shelter.
So there are 3 bedrooms being renovated that will include pet-safe entry doors with vestibules and privacy kennels so that the pets don't see each other, and it's an extra additional layer of safety.
Alexandra House will be the first shelter in the metro area to offer on-site in-room sheltering of pets. Lioness Pet Haven plans to welcome its first pets in January of 2025.
Calling all pet lovers, the Coon Rapids Pet Fair is back this month and promises a doggone good time. The event takes place Saturday, September 21st from 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. at Riverview Park. In addition to vendors, activities include kids games, a pet walk, canine demonstration, a pet costume contest, and more. For more information on the free event, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov/petfair. The event draws up to 600 people annually to Riverview Park. Here's a quick recap of the Tuesday, September 3rd City Council meeting. The preliminary tax levy for 2025 has been set. On Tuesday night, the City Council approved a maximum levy for next year of $38.3 million, which is a 7.85% increase over this year's levy. 2 new full-time positions are being proposed, a facility engineer and a water utility worker. The proposed budget includes funding to replace the final half of the lighting at the Coon Rapids Soccer Complex, along with $400,000 for park and trail improvements. You can find more on the proposed budget by going to coonrapidsmn.gov/budget. A public hearing will be held in December before the final budget is approved. Some changes are being proposed to city code related to waste collection and recycling services. This week, the City Council introduced an ordinance that would eventually limit the number of residential garbage haulers in the future to 3 companies. Currently, there are 5 active haulers that would be able to continue service if they keep meeting licensing requirements. Also, a hauler could lose their license if they receive 5 or more formal complaints within a 12-month period. A procedure for administrative fines is also being added. The changes are being made to better protect residents in response to complaints about their service. An organization that helps the homeless continues to grow in Coon Rapids. On Tuesday night, Family Promise of Anoka County received site plan approval for a new 8-unit apartment building. Last year, Family Promise opened a family services center off Coon Rapids Boulevard near Highway 610. They also purchased a nearby home where 1 family can stay at a time. The new 8-unit apartment building will be constructed next to the home. Families stay up to 90 days while they work and find permanent housing. And that's a quick recap of the September 3rd City Council meeting. As always, you can find the full meetings on cable or the CTN Coon Rapids YouTube channel.
Oh, I was very happy with the display. I thought it came out quite well.
Coon Rapids resident Bill Peterson was one of the first to have his wood-turning projects highlighted at City Hall as part of the Art on Display program. In the fall of 2023, the Coon Rapids Arts Commission launched the showcase display in the Civic Center. The commission is currently seeking additional applicants to keep the program going in 2025.
Anybody that, does artwork, and is good at it, it's a good way to get their name out there as an artist by, having it displayed, because it's in a public place where, people can walk in anytime the city's open and see what's out there on display.
Whether you're a local or regional artist who works in a variety of mediums, you can have your work displayed for free. To apply for the Art on Display program, just fill out an application on the city's website at coonrapidsmn.gov/artondisplay.
Those are called flex posts, and they're intended to help delineate traffic.
On Wednesday morning, employees from the City of Coon Rapids, with help from MnDOT, set up a safety demonstration area along 121st Avenue near Sand Creek Elementary.
We're really trying to do some things that we haven't done before at the city in terms of the installation of flexible posts and painted curb bump outs and the on-street bicycle lanes, to test them out and to see how they work with our maintenance operations.
City staff painted the bump outs and did the striping for the new bike lanes. The medians with flexible posts are at the intersections of Norway Street and Sycamore Street along 121st and are meant to improve pedestrian safety. The project uses the existing roadway with a 7-foot parking lane on both sides of 121st Avenue between the curb and the bike lane. This is the first on-street bike lane in the city. It measures 6 feet wide along both sides of the road between Unity Street and Foley Boulevard.
The demonstration project is meant to last about a year.
The project is part of the city's active transportation plan, which staff is developing thanks to a grant from MnDOT. Sustainability planner Olivia Doro Hovland wrote the grant in collaboration with the city's engineering and public works departments.
And the idea is to really test out some safety improvements here, see how they work, see if we want to move them to any other intersections or streets or parts of the city.
Whether you're a driver, a cyclist, or a pedestrian who uses the 121st corridor, the city wants to get feedback from you on these safety improvements. Find out how at coonrapidsmn.gov/bike lane.
Pickleball is probably the #1 item that people request.
There are dozens of neighborhood parks all around Coon Rapids in need of an update. And now the city wants to get your views on what you want to see in the future at your local park.
Going forward, we're looking at different smaller elements within parks rather than one larger renovation per se.
The city wants to know which parks you use, how often, what you like, and what could be improved.
Ultimately, we'll take the data from the surveys, put it together, look at it as staff. We'll present it to the commission for their knowledge.
To take a brief survey on your local city park, simply go to the city's website, coonrapidsmn.gov/parks survey. Let the city know what you want to see in the future in your neighborhood park.
Welcome to the Coon Rapids Civic Center. We are conveniently located off of Highway 10 and Hanson Boulevard with plenty of on-site parking for you and your guests. You and your guests will enter the Civic Center through the main doors located at the south end of the City Center building. Come on in. Our banquet and meeting rooms are conveniently located just a few short steps down the hallway, along with our restrooms. The banquet room consists of 3 separate rooms that open up to one another. When both walls are open, the room can seat up to 230 guests comfortably. Civic rooms A and B each seat 80 guests, and when the wall is open, 160 guests can be comfortably seated. Both Civic rooms A and B have direct access to the rear courtyard with tables and seating for your guests, lawn space for games and gatherings, and the gazebo where we host many weddings throughout the year. Yes, we've even hosted a December wedding. Civic room C is used as a meeting room during the week and as a party room over the weekend. As a meeting room, Civic room C seats 45 attendees at classroom-style tables. As a party room, Civic room C seats 60 guests at round tables. Plus, there is room for tables for food, beverages, gifts, and displays. Beyond the patio area outside of Civic rooms A and B is a gazebo with a beautiful lawn area with room enough to seat 230 of your closest friends. You are welcome to decorate with floral sprays, tulle, and twinkle lights. White wedding chairs are available for rent. Our commercial kitchen is available to everyone with an event that day. You are welcome to use the large refrigerator, the microwave oven, and the ice maker. To keep your food warm, we encourage you to bring roasting pans or crock pots, or even chafing dishes. In addition to the banquet room, the Civic Center also features 3 meeting rooms. The Arts and Crafts room is perfect for scout meetings or birthday parties, with its large tables, counter space, and sink with running water. The conference room features a large table with seating for 14, plus additional seating along the wall. We hope you visit the Coon Rapids Civic Center soon and consider us for your next gathering.